We're on our first street food adventure here, and today our random country picker picked the Congo, and after doing the best research that I could, the kind of real options here were meat skewers or doing beignets. And I don't have a grill right now, so meat skewers not going to work out. However, I can do beignets. So that's what we're making today. As I understand it, there is a little bit of a difference between a Congolese beignet and a French beignet or New Orleans style. So let's go ahead, and I pulled up a recipe that I'll make sure to put in the show notes below. And so let's just get started. I've already measured out our ingredients. So to make this, the recipe that we have, I am cutting it in half. So instead of 1 kilogram of all-purpose flour, we're doing 500 grams of flour. We're doing 150 grams of brown sugar, a little bit of salt, we're going to give that a good mix, try to get everything evenly incorporated. And then our last dry ingredient, we've got 20 grams of yeast. So we're just going to transition to mixing with our hands so that we can try and feel any clumps out and try to get that yeast fully incorporated in what we have so far. And we made a little hole in the middle to then start pouring in a little bit of water. So we're going to pour in a little bit of water at a time and mix as we go. And we're just going to slowly getting this turned into the batter that we want. We're doing 375 grams of water. I don't remember if I said that, so. There we go. And we're just going to keep getting this mixed up until it's looking homogeneous. Alright, we kneaded for about 5 minutes, got it all homogeneous, and I think it's looking good. We're going to go ahead and put some cling wrap over the top of this, and we're going to let it sit for 5 hours while it rises. Recording? Mm-hmm. You didn't say action.
Action.
Thank you. And it's been almost exactly 5 hours, and our dough has significantly risen. And we've got our oil heated up, so we're going to go ahead, dip our fingers in here so it doesn't stick as much. We're going to grab a chunk off, and we're going to throw it in our oil, and we're just going to repeat this process. Just like that. And we're going to fry them until they are golden brown. Forgot to dip my hand that time. We're going to fry them until they're golden brown on one side, flip them over, and yeah, and then we're going to check back in once these guys are done. Our last two are done, so we're transferring them over now. And I found out chopsticks are going to be a lot easier to use than anything else for flipping these and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and just try one of these. Ooh, which one do I pick? I'm going to pick this one. Trying it without anything. It's like carnival food. It's so good. Light, fluffy, really just like squishy, you know, kind of, it like almost has the feeling of like a marshmallow. And it's really sweet. It's just, you can taste that little bit of brown sugar we put in there. It just really comes out there. So now the recipe calls for 2 different ways to try these out, right? So the first one was with peanut butter. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try it with peanut butter. I mean, obviously that's delightful. That's amazing. I love it. But the other way is with the more traditional powdered sugar. So we're going to kind of keep these together a little bit. I don't have any kind of fancy sifter, so I'm using a strainer here to cover our beignets. Oh, look at that. That worked perfect. Shout out to the cameraman for suggesting this. Okay. Well, that looks like about every beignet I've ever seen before. So let's try that. I gotta say, I prefer the peanut butter, but this is delightful. The recipe called for a half batch, and I did a half batch of what the recipe called for, and I'm really glad I did that because even this many beignets, too much. We don't need that much, so we plan on sharing it with people around us. These are delightful. Highly recommend the recipe. Follow it all the way through. But this was our first Global Food Wednesday, is what we're calling Wednesdays. But on this series, it's the first street food episode of the series. So this one's for the Congo.